I think you want to be in assets that have a limited supply that are necessary.
How can people protect themselves? I know you guys offer a lot of services, and I personally use it. So how can they do that?
Whatever happens over the next 12 to 14 months, people aren't going to be going out as much. People aren't going to be traveling as much. These things aren't going to go back to normal. There's an overall fear. So you have to go to investments that are secure. So, I would look at things, insurance companies, things that are very stable and secure. Real estate is really going to tumble because, like you said, if restaurants can only go back to 50% capacity, is the landlord going to be able to afford to pay that mortgage if that tenant can only pay a fraction of what they paid before? And the answer is no. Real estate prices before this were at an all-time high, which means people that were buying real estate for rental, for office building, for retail, they were all paying astronomical prices. So they're going to have astronomical mortgages to pay for. So how is that going to happen? There's always going to be a trickle effect. So I think all of these businesses that aren't essential, quote unquote, going to a restaurant, venues, all of these industries are going to be decimated. These industries hire a lot of people. A lot of people that have one job have part-time jobs at sports venues or places where there's concerts. These places are going to be really hurt for a lot of time. Also, just in terms of spending money, I think most people today they're going to hunker down. They're not going to spend as much money as they used to. So you're going to see this trail for a long time. I've seen reports where people think this shutdown and what's happening now could last for 6 or 7 years, just all the effects. So I think people right now have to look at their portfolios and say, what do they really need? What's important? And look at the right businesses. Gold right now is such a great asset to own because a few things. One, we've talked about this before, but mining of gold, even before this crisis, went down significantly for the last 10 years. Significant pullbacks in mining. Once this crisis happened over the last few months, mining went to a standstill. Mining all over the world went to a standstill. Most mints closed. A lot of the US Mint closed. The Royal Canadian Mint has been closed for over 2 months. So you have all these places that typically get metal out to people, precious metal, and they're just not minting it. They're not making it. So you have all this excitement. The gold price has obviously shot up, and I think it's going to go even higher. But I think you want to be in assets that have a limited supply that are necessary. Gold, silver is an industrial metal that people are using. Palladium is obviously a metal that's been in hot demand. And then platinum, I think, is the metal that nobody's really talking about. And I think that's really undervalued right now also.